it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Spins away from the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Michigan's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and big plays thrown.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got it in the middle. It's Canty. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the stick.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oath. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got, Sub Zan, is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gentry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this one.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Pressure coming. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. It's complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A first down for the offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Defense. Up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
221 wing.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll throw it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
The Huskies will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, when you go into the half when you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got his man. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man. they stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one.
He's got it at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 35. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gentry. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a crease to the left. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Uncorks it. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled and fired complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. Used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They are undaunted by going 0 for their first 3 fourth down attempts, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
Quickly out to the tight end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and start
turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He's got him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st down here for the offense.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.